a service of CNC Worldwide.
CNC Podcasts are a service of CNC News, brought to you by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 member companies with business solutions since 1984. That Air Force drone that crashed into Lake Ontario back in November suffered multiple system failures, and the ground-based flight crew was no longer able to control it. According to an Air Force report, the MQ-9 Reaper lost both its GPS system and guidance systems. An investigation board found the $10 million drone then began a spiral descent and crashed into the lake about 35 miles from Fort Drum. The robot planes fly from the Wheeler-Sac Airfield at Fort Drum on recon training missions. The report says this particular drone had passed its pre-flight checks, but 2 hours into the flight it signaled it was unable to determine its position, and the pilots lost control as they attempted to bring the drone back to Fort Drum. The Ontario County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shooting in Farmington that sent a man to the hospital. Deputies say the victim knew the person who shot him. The general public is not in danger. Details haven't been released yet. A distracted driver caused an accident on 390 Wednesday evening near Dansville that caused a tractor-trailer to roll over. Livingston County Sheriff Tom Doherty is using this incident to remind people to be careful this holiday weekend and keep their attention on the road. State police and all local police agencies across the state will be mounting a DWI and distracted driver crackdown this weekend. It runs Thursday night through Sunday night. Special DWI checkpoints and distracted driving patrols will be out on the interstates and state highways. Last July 4th weekend, state police wrote 10,000 tickets. Two of Rochester's young peregrine falcons had some misadventures with the strong winds that were blowing earlier this week. One of the two males, Nor'easter, is nursing an injured left wing. Falcon watchers say he was blown into a wall of the Times Square building where the family of falcons is nesting. The Genesee Valley Audubon Society has notified state environmental officials who are keeping an eye on the situation. And one of the young females, named Tesh, was blown clear off the building by a strong wind gust. She half glided, half fluttered to the awning of the Teleska building at the Four Corners. Volunteers watched to make sure she wouldn't end up in traffic. After a few hours, the young falcon worked up her nerve and made a couple of hops between downtown buildings. Then Wednesday, she made it back up to the nest, and all the falcons have now fledged. They can be seen flying and chasing their parents and each other. Two men were burned by an electrical shock while working on a transformer at Greece Athena High School on Long Pond Road Wednesday afternoon. Greece police say a school district employee and a subcontractor were checking for live wires in the transformer when they somehow made contact and the transformer discharged through them. Both were taken to Unity Hospital and they're recovering. A woman who got upset at seeing a dog shut in a parked car in Wednesday's heat smashed the car window, leaving Rochester police and store security with a situation to sort out at the East Avenue Wegmans. Police say they were called late Wednesday afternoon after store security found the woman pounding on the car window with her shoe. While the security guard went into the store to look for the car's owner, the woman started wailing on the window again and knocked it in. The dog did not appear to be harmed, and nobody went to jail in the end. The Kendrick Road overpass on I-390 closes Monday for up to 4 weeks while crews place new concrete on the wider bridge deck. It's part of the ongoing Kendrick Road interchange project in Brighton. The State Transportation Department says the expressway under the bridge will remain open in both directions while the work is underway, and the entire project should be finished sometime in August. 3 Rochester teenagers have been charged with arson after they wrapped several rounds of ammunition inside an old shirt, put it on the porch of a house on Parcells Avenue, and then lit it on fire. The exploding ammunition brought police to 362 Parcells Avenue for a report of shots fired. About the same time, a neighbor noticed the fire and called 911. Witnesses spotted the 3 young men fleeing on bicycles and tipped police, who picked them up. 17-year-old Tavares King and Terrence Melford were charged, so was 16-year-old Tahaj Holloway. Your next CNC podcast is whenever you click on one of these pages and catch one, and we post updates as necessary. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.